Welcome to Championship Wrestling 82. I'm Gordon Solo, your host, and during this holiday season, may we wish you the very, very best. We're watching a match already in progress. Mike Graham moving out against Billy Starr. Several minutes into this match, Mike Graham very much on the offense here, moving against Billy Starr. Billy Starr, a seasoned competitor, gets Graham in a side headlock. Some great matches upcoming during the next hour, including a six-man tag team match that, believe you me, would sell out auditoriums anywhere in the world. Mike Graham fires his man off, caught with a shoulder smash. Graham drops to the canvas. Graham back up, caught him with a good drop kick coming off the ropes. Graham has him a full body slam. Mike, who is three-time state AAU powerlifting champion, three-time amateur wrestling champion, just a host of background and qualifications in the realm of professional athletics. Keeping the pressure on Starr. Beautiful deep fireman carry takedown by Mike Graham. Ropes, Graham up and over his man. His Starr started to move in. Spin under takedown by Mike Graham. Starr has tried several times to move on Graham, and he has countered excellently each time. One thing about Mike, he will hold to the rules and regulations. Off the ropes. Good shoulder smash by Graham. Off the ropes once again. Up and over Starr. Starr caught him that time coming in. Graham perhaps underestimating Starr just a little bit, and that can be extremely dangerous. As Starr catches him with a forearm across the side of the jaw. Starr now smashing Graham's head into the turnbuckle. And Starr trying to dominate the situation here. Snapmare has Graham back to the canvas again. Starr crashes down across the chest of Mike Graham into a lateral press. Graham slips away from it. Starr closes in on him once again. Overhooks the head. Graham pulls him back into the ropes. Referee Bill Alfonso calls for the break. And that time Graham fired back and Starr ripped across the eyes. And Starr now continues to punish Mike Graham. Referee forces the break there as Starr taking every shortcut possible. Graham caught him that time, brother. He measured him. He's going for the figure four. He's going for the figure four, and he's got the figure four. He's got the figure four, and Billy Starr in tremendous pain very quickly concedes. The Eddie Graham figure four, beautifully applied, well executed by Mike Graham. And so Mike Graham put down the challenge of one Billy Starr, and Barbara Clary is with me. And Barbara, of course, your take five today concerns the American Dream himself.
That's right. Dusty's got a few things he wants to say, so he's going to be with me on the take five.
And we do have a great six-man tag team match coming up a little bit later on. Barry Windham, Ron Bass, Charlie Cook taking on Jake the Snake Roberts, Kendo Nagasaki, and Kevin Sullivan. That's upcoming, and I'm going to try and get Mike Graham over here to the desk. So I'll tell you what, we'll take a short break for a couple of commercial messages, and right after that, hopefully I'll have Mike Graham with me. Desk for just a moment here, and Mike, congratulations, a well-deserved victory.
Well, thank you, Gordon. I'll tell you, it's good to be back. It's good to have that body contact, to get back in that squared circle and be competitive again.
Well, there's certainly no question about your competitive spirit. Mr. Starr found that in a big hurry out there.
We know, Gordon, every time you step in the ring, no matter how many years you've been wrestling or playing football or basketball, every time you go in a competition, you learn something every time. And the learning process never ends. You're never too smart, and the day you think you are is the day you'll never improve and you'll be getting beat.
That's an excellent point. Mike, how about staying with me? Jim Garvin is coming up next, and I know, of course, that Mike remembers Jim Garvin back as an amateur, so if you can hang in with me, Mike, we'll turn it over to our ring announcer.
Sure, Gordon. Be glad to.
Ladies and gentlemen, this event one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from St. Petersburg, Florida, at 215 pounds, Dennis Brown. His opponent accompanied to the ring by his manager, James J. Dillon. Weighing in at 234 pounds, Tampa's own Jimmy Garvin.
Jim Garvin moving out against Dennis Brown. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Garvin offering his hand to Dennis Brown. Garvin, of course, under the management and, I might add, advanced tutelage of one J.J. Dillon, whom we saw at ringside.
Garvin, of course, as all the people of Florida and all over the United States know, has a great amateur background. He wrestled at the Cowboy Electoral School of Amateur Wrestling for years and years. Turned pro quite a few years ago and has had a lot of experience and a lot of dedication.
Certainly no question about that. He has been on a pretty strong ego trip, particularly since he signed with J.J. Dillon. Of course, Dillon has an international reputation of being perhaps one of the most efficient and cost-productive managers in the profession. Good move by Garvin, but Dennis Brown, equal to the task, back on his feet very quickly.
Well, you know, Gordon, the strong take from the weak, and the intelligent take from the strong. And if you're on an ego trip like Garvin is, it's for sure you can't be intelligent. So that tells you just where he's at.
Quite a point indeed, and a hammerlock now by Dennis Brown. Garvin trying to reach back, does. Good turn into his man, got him into a fireman carry takedown. Good counter wrestling. Brown with the head scissors, and Garvin was able to fire out.
Looking at Jimmy now, I notice he's been putting on a lot of weight. He must have gotten into some more serious weight training. Through the years, he's and into his cardiovascular system, but now I can see that he's hitting that iron. His arms and deltoids are really filling out, and you can tell that the way he handles a man in the ring, he's much stronger now than he was 2 or 3 months ago.
Certainly no question about that. Unfortunately, we saw a display of Garvinism just a moment ago. He smiled, offered his hand. Dennis Brown, in his youthful naivete, started to offer his hand, and Garvin caught him with a forearm across the jaw. And Brown paying for that right now. Garvin beginning to completely dominate the situation now with Dennis Brown. Bringing him up, he's got him up in that brain buster. Extremely dangerous hold.
Gordon, I'm a competitor. I realize the things that can happen in the pro ring, but that hold, I feel, should be barred. Once you have that man up, you've got no control over him. You're dropping him straight on the back of his head, which could cripple him for life. That is one hope that I really feel should not be allowed in pro wrestling or any other type of sport.
Oh, wait a minute, what's Garvin doing? Garvin just threw Brown out of the ring after he had him pinned with the, using that brain buster on him, and, oh, wait a second. Hey, Garvin, put the man down, Garvin. Wait a minute, Mike Graham. Mike Graham just caught Garvin, and now J.J. Dillon catching Mike Graham from behind. And Graham battling against Garvin, and as he tried to break up, as Garvin obviously was going to put that brain buster on Dennis Brown outside on the concrete. And now it is Mike Graham and Garvin battling it out in the center of the ring. And Graham had been cut from behind by J.J. Dillon, and Dillon catches him again on that top rope. Referee thrown out, and it is Garvin has Mike Graham. Ooh, he got him with a brain buster. He got Mike Graham with a brain buster. He got Mike Graham with a brain buster in the center of the ring. And
Well. You know, the first time I beat up Mike Graham, I was 9 years old. And I can see it ain't changed. I am Tampa's greatest athlete. I am.
Brother, Mike Graham And now here's the Jim Garvin. He's got Garvin on the concrete, and he's got the figure 4 on him. Mike Graham has the figure 4 on him. And, well, he just hurdled the Texan to one side. And we've got to get some order restored here. He is really clamped down on that figure 4. Terry Allen is here. Charlie Cook, Jerry Gray were all... They're getting him separated. They're getting him separated. Mike Graham still after him. Mike Graham still after him, and they're keeping him separated. You got to get some... Brother, I've heard Garvin scream before, but he is really screaming. I don't know how bad that leg is, but he had that big...
The time I've had off, I've seen why the American public can be so frustrated. You see people that are convicted to go to prison for life, have a chance of getting out, half their sentence. You see convicted rapists and murderers sitting on death row, costing the taxpayers money, and the government and everybody wonders why we're frustrated. There's nothing I can do about that. For 11 years, I've had people beating on me, trying to hurt me unnecessarily. I'm going to start making my own rules. I'm going to start being the judge and the jury. I'm going to start sentencing people to their crimes to me, and they're going to pay. They're going to do their time if they mess with me. Mike Graham is no longer taking any from anybody.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's as angry a man as I have ever seen. We'll be back.
This match, 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Scotland at 220 pounds, Scott McGee. His partner from Virginia Beach, Virginia at 240 pounds, Terry Allen. Their opponent from Ohio at 230 pounds, Jerry Gray. And his partner from the state of Texas at an undisclosed weight, the Texan.
Brother, when they were carrying Jim Garvin away, he was still screaming in pain. Graham had cinched down on that figure 4, and I don't know how bad Garvin is hurt. But, Scott McGee out there against the Texan. Snap mare, and it's a tag up with Terry Allen. I'll tell you something. I've seen people angry in my life, but when Graham came over and said what he had to say, his eyes were molten case-hard steel. Good move by Scott McGee. Now tags up with Terry Allen once again. Terry Allen with a side headlock. Up. Good move as Allen. I've said before about good counter by Terry Allen. Said before about Terry Allen and Scott McGee. Theirs is a tag team combination that has come of age. They've made no bones about it. They're looking for the Global Tag Team Championship if they can get it. You talk about a great combination. Terry Allen from Virginia, Scott McGee from Scotland. Duck under, go behind by Jerry Gray. Good reversal. Good reversal and takedown by Terry Allen. Tags up with Scott McGee. Good forearm by Scott McGee that shakes Jerry Gray. Snap mare puts him down, drives a knee into the chest. Jerry Gray powers out. Gray, vastly improved competitor. And they're seeing some Teamwork there, and Gray driven back into the ropes now. Gray tags up with the Texan. Tried to hook Terry Allen and tie up one of his arms. Terry Allen was able to pull away from it, however. Collar and elbow. Allen. Good move by the Texan. Ripped across the eyes of Terry Allen. Terry Allen. The Texan in trouble, and as he came in, it was Allen. Spin under takedown. Makes the tag. Scott McGee moves back into the ring. Good forearm that drove him back. Another one that drives the Texan back to the ring. Scott McGee. Lateral press, hooks the far leg. Texan power. And the Texan ripping across the eyes and drives one into the solar plexus. Tag. Jerry Gray moves in. Takes advantage of a situation here. Look at Scott McGee break himself loose of that. You talk about having the leverage. He had it. A pair of forearms. One drove the Texan right out of the ring. Terry Allen has Jerry Gray way in the air. Atomic knee drop by Terry Allen. Has the count. Count of 3. Scott McGee and Terry Allen, if I can. As I said earlier, of course, here is a team that has come of age. There's no question about this. Gentlemen, congratulations. You took everything they had to offer and paid them back in kind.
Thank you, Gordon. We know we come here to take care of some serious wrestling. If they want to get tough, we can get tough, too.
Well, I think you certainly proved that point, and as we've said before, this team has come of age, and obviously the Global Tag Team Championship has to be in your future.
You know, Gordon, if I put all the things I wanted in a tag team partner down on a piece of paper and I fed it into a computer, claim everything I need in a tag team partner, I know that computer would say to me, it says, Scott McGee, get down to Florida because Terry Allen is your man. And I believe it. I believe together the sky's the limit as long as I got Terry for a tag team partner. Likewise.
There you have it, a great tag team combination. Terry Allen and Scott McGee, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Are you tired of...
I have sent word for J.J. Dillon, but thus far I have yet to see him. And my understanding is they're feverishly still working on one Jim Garvin after what happened to him right here in front of our desk. But nonetheless, I wanted to find out if I could, if there was any preliminary report as to the condition of Jim Garvin, because he was screaming in agony, and Mike Graham kept on clamping down, and clamping down with that figure 4. And all I can say is that I don't know how badly he's hurt. I was hoping that I could get some kind of a report, but apparently that report may not be for... Well, wait just a second. I do have indeed J.J. Dillon making his way to the desk at this time.
You know, I'm outraged at the conduct of a man that proclaimed himself for all these years to be a gentleman, and I'm talking about Mike Graham. There's been a tradition that anybody that sits here at this desk in a position of co-commentator understands that they are not to be involved in any matches. We have to set examples. Jimmy Garvin was doing just that. It had nothing to do with Mike Graham. It's none of his business. And when he stuck his nose into it and jumped Jimmy Garvin from behind, Mike Graham showed his true character. Now we really, really understand what this man is all about, and as far as I'm concerned, it goes back to the Graham tradition of years and years ago, going back to his father. He was the same type of an individual, a back jumper. And if he thinks that this is going to go unnoticed, that I'm going to forget about him, or that I'm going to forgive him, Mike Graham is in for one big awakening. And the man that could get it done and can get it done and will get it done, along with my army of individuals, is none other than Big Nasty Angelo Mosca, because I will surround myself with people like the Black Ninja Kendo Nagasaki. Jimmy Garvin has a heart bigger than the state of Florida, bigger than the United States. He will rise from this thing. I will have the finest medical attention, and Jimmy Garvin will personally repay Mike Graham. But I want other people to take notice of what I have in my camp, including Ernie Ladd, the washed-up football player, and I'm not going to say anything else. I want you to now show the tape of Big Nasty Angelo Mosca in action.
Well, first of all, Mike Graham was not here as a co-commentator. He had just finished a match, and I had asked him over here for an interview.
Mute point.
Yeah, well, Jim Garvin was facing Mike Graham when that attack occurred, and I can't say that I blame Mike for that. I'd be very careful the way you bandy around the Graham name, my friend. You want to take a look at Angelo Mosca, we're going to. I can assure you, not only does Ernie Ladd have an interest in Angelo Mosca, but so does a fellow by the name of Cowboy Ron Bass. And during this, we'll also see some workouts with Scott McGee and Terry Allen. Let's take a look, shall we?
This match one foul with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Albany, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Bobby Brown. His opponent accompanied to the ring by his manager, Mr. James J. Dillon from Toronto, Canada, weighing in at 305 pounds, Big Nasty Angelo Mosca.
Angelo Mosca, Nasty Angelo Mosca, going up against Bobby Brown. One fall, 10-minute time limit. I've had an opportunity to watch Brown in action many times in the past. He is whoops. Mosca caught him immediately, and Mosca drove that knee into him. And it's Mosca with the flat of the foot into the pit of the stomach of Bobby Brown, and there you see them now in a forced head raises by brother. Did that Mosca catch him again? Mosca, who was all-pro in Canada, known as the greatest athlete, a front face lock now, a front chancery rather by Mosca. And Mosca keeping the pressure on him. And look who's over at ringside. Look who's just seated, and there you see him right across the ring. Cowboy Ron Bass. Cowboy Ron Bass, the brass knuck king. Now, I'll guarantee you one thing. Wherever you see J.J. Dillon and Mosca, you're going to see Bass. Mosca catching Brown that time, coming off the ropes. Special hi to Keith Hesse, and his lovely wife. Keith, of course, associated with the fantastic Broward County Fair. That's starting on the 18th. Wow, Mosca. The forearm across the prefrontal lobe of Bobby Brown that drove him right to the canvas. Obviously, more than somewhat irate over Cowboy Ron Bass being at ringside, now diverting his attention, and I would think that Bobby Brown is paying a price for Bass being there because Mosca is unleashing everything he's got. associate of Dusty Rhodes, very close friend, and I might say business partner. Has totally dominated the situation with Bobby Brown, and all I can tell you there is that Brown, I've watched him compete before, a very, very competent competitor, but he's got his hands full here with nasty Angelo Mosca. Scott Perry got the count. It's all over. Cowboy Ron Bass still looking on with a great deal of interest, and Mosca disconcerted by this. And wait a second, Bass is getting up. Bass is getting up. And J.J. Dillon thinks better of it. J.J. Dillon thinks better of it, obviously. Brother, when those two collide, Cowboy Ron Bass and Angelo Mosca collide, that is going to be an earthquake of major proportions, and J.J. Dillon leaving the ring. J.J. Dillon believing discretion is the better part of valor. Bass ready, but we'll be right back.
Match 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Dillon, South Carolina at 268 pounds, the freight train Rufus R. Jones. His opponent from Tulsa, Oklahoma, weighing in at 220 pounds, Tommy Wright.
Right, moving out against Rufus R. Jones, right in the orange trunks. Rufus R. Jones, known as Mr. Magic, the freight train. Duck under, go behind, a quick takedown. Notice how quickly Wright went to all four. Into the ropes, and the referee calls for the break. Rufus R. Jones, good clean break, steps back. Don't forget, we've got that big six-man tag coming up. Rufus R. Jones in behind his man. Kept that waist cinch going now into a front chancery on Wright. Apparently felt a bit stymied there. Releases his man back to their feet, collar and elbow. And Jones with a drop toe hold takedown. Hip lock takedown by Jones. Off the ropes, right caught, driven to the canvas, good shoulder smash. Hip lock takedown again by Rufus R. the freight train. Right, back to his feet now. Back up into those ring ropes, and it's Wright trying to fire him off. Rufus caught him with a shoulder smash coming off the ropes. Rufus catches him again. And twice now, Wright has felt the sting of the canvas on his back into another hip lock takedown. Referee Bill Alfonso checking as Jones keeps Wright on the canvas, keeps the side headlock. Almost an impassive face on Jones. And that time Wright caught him coming in. Knee lift that drove Jones up against the ring ropes, but now Jones firing back. Wright caught, chop into the chest, drop to the canvas again. Rufus R. brings him up. Full body slam. Lateral press, Wright powers out, headbutt into the midsection. Wright Got him in the back of the head, but that punch did not seem to have authority. Jones, however, taken everything that Wright has to offer and is now firing back at him. Good shoulder smash by Rufus R. And the freight train caught him with a headbutt. He is down, and he is out. The winner, Rufus R. Jones. Championship Wrestling returns to Miami Beach.
Take 5, it is my honor and pleasure to have Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Thank you for being here, Dusty.
Barbara, it's always a pleasure to be out here with you, and I'm out here for a real important reason. I think that I'm not a spokesman for Championship Wrestling of Florida. I don't claim to be. I'm a spokesman for Dusty Rhodes and my family. And I know right now it's the holiday season, and I just want to take this time to thank everybody for the many things that they do for me during the year. And it's been a long, hard year for me, and I faced a long drive, and it's been a drive to where I did not succeed in re-winning the world's heavyweight title. It's a drive to where I'm faced with my biggest conflict. I'm faced against the devil himself, and it's lose or leave the state of Florida, and I'm prepared for that mentally. Physically, I don't know if I'm in. It's been a hard year, like I say. But the holiday season is something that I want to talk to you about because, like I say, I'm not a spokesman for anybody but myself. My family draw on 3 things, and I want you to understand this. We draw on our religion, whatever it is, and we draw on each other, and we draw on togetherness, and we draw on faith, and we draw on no matter how hard it is out there, or how real tough it gets sometime out there in the money situation. I know how it is, man. You know, Dusty Rhodes, they say Dusty Rhodes got all his money. Hell, man, I just get after just like anybody else. I got bills, I got things that have to be done, and I got a family to raise. My new daughter wishes all of you a Merry Christmas, as my other 2 children do. And the main thing that I want you to remember, man, is to pull yourself together, because 83, when it's darkest, that's when the light's at the end of the tunnel. And so I really appreciate this small time to say what I really feel, and really I think the people of this country needs. And Dusty Rhodes is the American dream. I'll always be your hero. I'll always be here for you. As long as one man standing chin for Dusty Rhodes. You know, in 82, sometimes in the arenas, I guess he got a little tired of seeing the dream, and there was a few boos here and there and everything. But after about 30 seconds of me fighting for the pride and the glory of this country, it all turns back to the American dream. Dusty Rhodes is forever. Cannot be stopped. It's the only reality that we know. And if you don't have a reality knowing that the American dream lives and in this free world, then go to some other country. Go to Russia or go to wherever the devil goes, or go someplace like that and see how it is, and see kids that don't have nothing to eat or anything. But be thankful for what we've got. And Barbara, I appreciate one thing, is that you gave me time to be on this Take 5. We don't have a lot of action going on behind us or nothing. It's just me and you. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, because I think a lot of you, and I think a lot of Championship Wrestling of Florida, and I'm going to leave you with this. It's real easy to run with the crowd, you know, but it takes a damn few good cowboys to make a man feel proud. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. I love you.
Thank you, Dusty. Y un feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo a todos los televidentes españoles. That's our Take 5 for this week.
Beautiful. Good.
This match, 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit, a special 6-man tag team event. Introducing first the team of Barry Windham, Ron Bass, and Charlie Cook. Their opponents are coming to the ring by their manager, James J. Dillon, Kevin Sullivan, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Kendo Nagasaki.
Brother, this is the one we've been talking about, a 6-man tag team match. Kendo Nagasaki, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Kevin Sullivan. Moving out against Barry Windham, Ron Bass, and Charlie Cook. And you talk about action, we're going to have it here. Windham backs out as Nagasaki tried to catch him with a savate leg to the midsection, and it's Windham with a takedown. And Windham, good back out again. The tension is high here. Nagasaki finally caught him in the midsection. Windham very quickly tags up, and the big cowboy Ron Bass moves in. Very quickly, Jake the Snake Roberts tags up, and so The same strategy being employed on the opposite side. The slightest bit of being winded or hurt, or a little bit stunned, make that tag. With a six-man tag, everybody will have ample opportunity to stay as fresh as possible, and it is Snake Roberts. Down on his knees is the big cowboy, Ron Bass. As Roberts in trouble, has him there again. And Roberts tried to make the tag and couldn't, as Bass brought him back to the center of the ring. Brother. Tag is made, and it's Barry Windham back in the ring. A good forearm on Jake the Snake Roberts. Another forearm. Roberts in a lot of trouble here. Roberts reverses, whistles, misses with a right, and was caught with a right on the button. Windham tried for the pinfall. Roberts to the wrong corner. And Roberts is dazed. Those eyes have rolled skyward. He's in trouble. Windham, no, sir. Windham charged. Roberts was set and ready for him that time. Brother. Took him down, jammed that head right into the canvas. As Kevin Sullivan charged in, Windham got him with a spin under takedown and made the tag with Charlie Cook, and Charlie Cook. A forearm to the side of the jaw. Charlie Cook catches him with a drop kick coming off the ropes. Charlie Cook moves in, lateral press. Kendo Nagasaki breaks it up. Bill Alfonso warning Nagasaki. Sullivan into the eyes of Charlie Cook, then smashes Charlie Cook into the turnbuckle, makes a tag with Snake Roberts. Kendo Nagasaki double teaming him. Charlie Cook catching it in the rib cage now. Kendo Nagasaki chops to the throat of Charlie Cook. You can hear the crowd picking it up now. Go, Charlie, go. And Charlie Cook in trouble out there, fires back with everything that he's got. It's Charlie Cook to the midsection. Kendo Nagasaki ripping across the face. It's Kendo Nagasaki catching him in the back of the head. Kevin Sullivan makes the tag and moves in. Kevin Sullivan, an arm whip on Charlie Cook. Charlie Cook in a beautiful move, a rolling reverse, has him down for the pop. No, sir, Snake Roberts breaks it up again. Charlie Cook makes the tag with Barry Windham. Windham into the ring. Windham smashed into that turnbuckle, and again, the tag is made, and Snake Roberts on the break catches him a right hand and drives a knee over the heart of Barry Windham. And it's Snake Roberts now, a series of stinging left hands and a right hand that drops Barry Windham. Windham down on one knee, back on his feet, and fighting on instinct alone. Caught now by Kendo Nagasaki. Nagasaki, a series of feet to the midsection, to the chest, and Windham needs desperately the tag up, and now up here, six free-for-all between these two. Nagasaki moves back, makes the tag. Kevin Sullivan pounding away, and Barry Windham taking the very best measure that Kevin Sullivan has to offer. Sullivan into the far turnbuckle, and Barry Windham is set and ready. The West Texas lad is ready, catches him with a looping right hand. And Windham tried to get over to tag up, cut off at the pass by Snake Roberts. Windham connects with a hard right hand, another hard, and Roberts connects with two right hands. Cowboy Ron Bass, the big cowboy, is there. A short chopping right hand to the jaw. It's Bass now, catching him with a knee, coming off the ropes. Full body slam by Cowboy Ron Bass. Bass down across his chest. Single leg sweep, and now double team. Snake Roberts and Kendo Nagasaki double teaming in Cowboy Ron Bass. Bass in trouble now. Nagasaki continues to punish Bass. Nagasaki trying to get the Russian sickle on Bass, and Bass in a lot of trouble. Bass trying to extricate himself. Nagasaki putting more and more pressure on. And Bass now. What a great superhuman effort here. Got across the eyes, and then Jake the Snake Roberts. Bass taking tremendous punishment now. Nagasaki brings Bass into their own corner, drives him into the boot. Up one, Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan makes the tag. And Bass in a lot of trouble as he is taken. Repeated blows to the head. Now comes off the ropes. Caught again. Driven to his knees. And it could be that Sullivan, Roberts, and Nagasaki are beginning to take the edge. He missed, and he caught him in a cross-body block. Tag is made, and Charlie Cook moves into the ring. Snake Roberts charges in, and Charlie Cook. A series of left hands to the midsection, one to the side of the jaw. High backdrop on Snake Roberts and Charlie Cook. Up into the single leg dive. Climb rapidly running out here. Charlie Cook started to go for a side roll and missed, and it is now a six-way melee out there. A six-way tag. Well, a six-way Pier 6 is all you can call it. And we've got total bedlam and chaos in the ring as they continue to battle it out, and their time is rapidly running out. We'll see you again next week. We'll see you next week as this battle continues.
CBS Weekend News on Superstation.
And as you can hear,
Merry Christmas!
this is a happy group, and there's a particular reason for it.
It is.
Yep. Tell you what it's all about. Right now is the fact that, of course, last week, as you know, we revealed what Hacksaw Butch Reed had in the special Christmas present for everybody here in Atlanta, for Johnny and Tommy, and also for, of course, Mr.
John's been like a kid with a new toy all week, Gordon.
Tell you what, let's go back and take a look at what happened last week when we revealed what was in the special Christmas present.
This is for all Atlanta to see. The Rich family. I know that Buzz Sawyer's been trying to dog y'all a long time. But now, it's time for Buzz to get dogged. In the Omni, this is what he's gonna get.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. You said it was something to embarrass and humiliate Buzz Sawyer. You know, me and Buzz have had our thing, but I think Johnny's the one that ought to open it.
All right, Johnny?
I've been waiting all week.
It's Christmas a little bit early right now. What is this?
We're gonna shave some head, baby. Let me tell you one thing. You know, it's gonna be a hell of a match. It's gonna be a hell of a match, Gordon. Only way we're gonna shave that sucker's head is that Hacksaw take these two soup bones, these twin sisters right here, and knock that fool slap out. And I mean out. And then, Johnny, after I knock him out, man, brother, you come down to the ring and you shave that head. You bring your lather. I'm gonna shave it. Yes, sir. Cut it every bit off. Mr. Clean, your hair's gonna be clean as a baby's behind.
I want to say one thing, Gordon. Now, I tell you what, I'm going to be there just for that. I'm going to watch Bruce whoop him down, and then I'm going to be sitting right at ringside with Johnny Take Easy.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Where you at, Jack? Where you at?
Oh, man, oh, man. Yeah.
microphone's gonna do it.
Well, we know what it is. All I can say, Buzz Sawyer, Merry Christmas. Well, that, of course, was last week. Now it's just a question of an hour or so, and
That's right.
this may come to pass.
Buzz Sawyer, the time, what time is it? Hey, the time is running out. You don't have much more time, Buzz, before the bomb is dropped on you.
Fair enough. There you have it from Hacksaw Butch Reed. Let's go to the ring. We've got Tommy Rich and Johnny Rich in the ring right now. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Tom Pritchard with me, and Tom, I'll tell you what. I've seen people happy before, but I would say that Johnny and Tommy Rich are two of the happiest men I've seen in a long time. But there's a lot of pressure now on Hacksaw Butch Reed.
There's no doubt about it, you know. I think both Johnny and Tommy have been like a couple of kids with a new toy. They know the time's coming because I think Butch can do it, though. Sawyer's been talking. Sawyer's been running his mouth too long and too many times around here. He's been running over a lot of people, but he hasn't run over Butch Reed yet, and I'd like to see in a couple hours exactly what's going to happen, because he's going to be inside a cage where nobody can come in and nobody can get out. And Butch Reed has a couple of those soup bowls, like he said, and I think he can get the job done.
Well, I think so, too. If anybody can, it would be Hacksaw Butch Reed. Meanwhile, Woodby and Mantell have been having their problems out here with Johnny and Tommy Rich. That's Tommy Wildfire Rich in the green trunks. Gets the side headlock. And a very spirited holiday crowd here today watching these matches. And, of course, just a question now, we said, of a couple of hours, and things, well, some lifestyles may change rather dramatically. Back into the ropes, and it's Johnny Rich making the tag, moves out, gets the side headlock. So Mantell feeling the pressure of one Johnny Rich right now.
You know something, Gordon? I think Johnny's been coming up very, very good in his weight. He's been bulking up. He's been working out hard in the gym every day. He knows he has to get that weight up. He knows he has to train hard. That's exactly what he's doing. He has that, getting a little more confidence in the rings, you can see, and it's helping him quite a lot going to that gym and working out.
Certainly no question about that, and Rich just came down across the chest. Mantell able to power out momentarily in a snap mare by Johnny Rich. Takes Mantell back to the canvas into a rear chin lock. Referee Charlie Smith checking to make sure that he's not across the throat itself into a choke position. Mantell getting some extra leverage that time, and it's now Rich with the head scissors. Makes the tag with Tommy Wildfire Rich. And a quick bit of double teaming there as the Riches seem to have it pretty well together.
Well, I think being a cousin helps them out a lot because they communicate very well in the ring. Teamwork down very good, and I think that's what helped them quite a lot. And again, going back with Johnny, going back to the basics and working on the mat, that's helped him quite a lot, and they're working very, very well as a team.
Rich caught, but moves in, good back leg trip, and they pick up on Woodby. Once again, the tag is made. Johnny Wildfire Rich in the ring, and Johnny Wildfire Rich catches him coming across the ring. Drives one into the pit of the stomach, now has him up. Atomic knee drop, and that man has got some problems right now. Jolting forearm to the side of the jaw. Rich up and over and catches his man. Rich up against those ropes, and might be wise at this point to tag up, but and that's exactly what he does.
No doubt about it. I think Johnny knows when he should tag in Tommy and get the job done. It looks like he did it right there.
High vertical block, and as Mantell started to interfere, it was Johnny Rich cutting him off at the pass with a beautiful flying drop kick. And so quite a match indeed for, well, wait a minute, Tommy's coming over.
Where's he at? Where's Sawyer? Where you at, brother? You know, I want everybody to sit back and watch. You know, you talk about anticipation. We anticipating. And we got some...
What have we got here?
Who is that?
Are you kidding me?
Look at this face.
Are you kidding me?
Who's that look like? What's his name?
Uh-oh. And he's gonna, oh my.
Cut off one of his ears, Gordon. I'm sorry, boys.
What?
Get it. Where's it? Where's it? Yeah, I'm just playing it down. Where's it? Save your ball. Save your ball. Yeah.
Folks are into the ring, so let's go to the ring and see this match. Moondogs moving out against Mike Jackson and Ronnie King, and it is wow, full body slam. These Moondogs are as big and impressive a team as I've ever seen, and they will double team in a hurry. You stop and think about the Moondogs and the Samoans all in the ring at the same time. You're talking about probably close to a half-ton or better of wrestlers at one time.
You know, Gordon, all I could say for World Championship Wrestling and the NWA and all the officials, they can get their fine books out and get ready to start writing, because the rules between the Moondogs and the Samoans is going to be my rule, Gordon. I'm going to set the tempo of that match, and I'm going to carry it exactly where I want to. Gordon, just like I've said since I've been here, everything I've said to you have been the exact truth, okay? Now, Mr. Dillon has a lot of money, but, you know, everybody like to accept something free. So you tell Mr. Dillon from me that he can fly first class, and I'll have a limousine to pick him up and bring him down to the Omni, any place that the Moondog wrestler Simone, I personally would bear all the expense, hotel and everything, and let him come and stand there and witness himself. That's how much I'm intimidated by James Dillon being anywhere physically when I'm there. And then I have no words about the Simone and the Moondog. I said I got the better team. So I have nothing else to say. And I'm proving that I got the better team because, Gordon, I hold the belt. That's simple as that. I don't have anything else to say.
All right, and so Sonny King perhaps exhibiting a bit of ooh, brother. And I don't know of anybody that can survive that. I really don't. The Moondogs in a most impressive victory very, very quickly over a team that tried valiantly but were just no match for them whatsoever. And, well, there you see them, the men who would like to become the National Tag Team Champions. Well, we have Sonny King here.
Now we've seen the Moondogs. We've seen all of the great stuff. This is what Dillon was talking about. Let's let the people look at the champion, Gordon.
All right, let's do that. Let's take a look at the closing moments of a match now with the Samoans. And the difference here, of course, is the fact that we'll be seeing Sonny King at ringside. All right, we're going to have that for you in just a moment. We said, of course, it will be the closing moments of a match with these Samoans. I might just point out that, of course, here you see them. All right. And, of course, they are, in a sense, herpetologists. They keep that bull around all the time, don't they?
That's right, Garneau. You're talking about the Moondogs. These are the things that, you know, nothing fails the Samoans. The Samoans have been on top of the situation. They've gone through a lot of things, Gar. What Dillon is talking about, something that he would like to happen. What I talk about is things that's gonna happen. That's the big difference between Dillon and I.
In other words, you're establishing fact before the fact, and you're saying that he is hoping for the fact.
We're talking about a computer and secretaries and Watts line. That has nothing to do with anything, Garden. That has nothing to do with anything. It all happens right in the middle of the ring. That doesn't win matches for you. You know, that doesn't win matches for you. The thing that wins matches is what you're watching right there, Garden. Getting down and getting the raw flesh. That's what it's about. Conversation out here, talking to you or talking on television doesn't mean one hill of beans. Getting in that ring is what it's all about, and getting down, that's what it's about. That's what the people, you know, when you go out here and say you're going to do something, you come back the next week and say, well, I would have done it if this would have happened. And you're only making excuses. But when you say something's going to happen, and then it happens, then all the people can say is that he's right.
Well, I must admit that your prognostications in the past have always proven to be extremely accurate, but I think you will also have to admit that your team has not yet gone up against somebody
you would love for Dylan to be right. You would love it. You would love to have the opportunity to laugh in my face and say, ha, 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 this happened. Dylan was exactly right. Gordon, it's not going to happen. As simple as that. The Moondogs is great. They were the better tag team in a tag team tournament, which meant it was the better team in the area. I agree to that. They won the money. I agree to that. Okay? What I'm saying, Guard, the best team is going to survive when the Moondogs put up the $30,000 and the Samoans, I put up the belt. That's when we go for broke, Guard.
Well, there you have it. The statements with a ring of finality from one Sonny King. And there you see them, the National Tag Team Champions, the Samoans, victorious in another match.
It all speaks for itself.
Packing for a trip. Your clothes always go into the suitcase looking fresh, pressed, laundry perfect, but wait till you unpack. That's when they're wrinkled, mussed, crumpled. Now what? If you only had an iron. Well, here's good news. National Shop-at-Home Service introduces the World Traveler Packet Iron, the perfect packer for travelers who want to look as fresh, crisp, and neat when they arrive as when they left home. Look, World Traveler is so compact, it actually fits into a case the size of your hand. Then, click apart, snap together, and the case becomes a handle. Plug it in, and World Traveler is ready to put your wardrobe back in shape. Touch up a crease, freshen a jacket, or iron a shirt. And this
Superstar facing Mike Starbuck, one fall, 10-minute time limit. The Superstar, one of the most powerful competitors that professional wrestling has to offer. But I don't care how powerful you are, you still have to have the leverage, you still have to have the knowledge, and you have to be able to apply the hold.
There's a lot of big guys, Gordon, that think they can just get in there and wrestle, just think they can get in the ring and become a big star. It takes quite a lot of hard work and a lot of ability to get in there, especially when you're big. And as big as a Superstar is, he moves with quite a lot of agility and finesse in the ring, I think, Gordon.
He certainly does indeed, but right now he is pretty well got Starbuck in trouble here. Double rear chin lock keeps Starbuck in the red trunks on the canvas. And the Superstar, of course, utilizes very effectively a hold called the Japanese Cobra. But he is remarkably versatile and has a number of ways of pinning or making an opponent submit.
You know, Gordon, I think that a lot of people may not like the Superstar, may not agree with a lot of things they say, but I haven't really met a person yet who doesn't have the respect for him. A lot of professional wrestlers go in that ring and they just go out there for one purpose and any way they can. The Superstar has a method about what he does and the way he goes about it, and I haven't met a wrestler yet who doesn't respect the man. They may not like him personally, but they have quite a lot of respect for him, and that says quite a lot for his ability in the ring.
It does indeed. You notice he is one of the most efficient competitors I've ever seen. There's just no wasted motion whatsoever. The man is cold and precisely accurate in everything he does.
Everything, Gordon. Everything's very deliberate, and he knows where he wants to go next. He knows what he wants to do, and he knows how to position his man just for the right hold and right power move whenever he wants it, Gordon. He's in control constantly in the ring.
Certainly no question about that, and we're seeing a classic example of it right now as he has kept Starbuck in trouble. And Nick Patrick, the referee, spotted that infraction and very quickly called for the break. That's the thing about Nick Patrick that I admire so much, is that he moves in on infractions very, very swiftly. But Starbuck literally booted out of the ring, and the Superstar moves out after him again, catches him on the back of the head with the flat of the foot. And again, Starbuck, another percussion to the head. Starbuck trying to get it together now, as he does the Superstar. Again, drives him to the concrete. And so the Superstar standing supreme at this moment. And the Superstar after Starbuck again, and this time hurdles Starbuck into the ring so that he can move in against him. Rudder drove that knee into him, and Starbuck went down. double thrust into the throat by the Superstar, and Starbuck to the canvas. Didn't allow the pin, and again, the Superstar obviously trying to make an object lesson out of Starbuck.
Well, you know, I think Superstar knows just how far he can go within the rules. Nick Patrick's been warning him a number of times right there, but he knows just how far he can go, and he wants to make an impression on people that he is back. He wants everybody in the country and all over the viewing area to know he's back, and he's back to do some business here, Gordon.
And he just proved his point with a neck breaker. And again, did not allow the pin. And the words of Tom Pritchard ring so true right at this particular moment. Yes, the Superstar wanting everybody to understand that he is back. A Russian leg sweep. And either one of those two, the neck breaker or that Russian leg sweep, either one of them enough to put an opponent down for the pin. But again, he's not satisfied, using the lariat, if you will, hollow the arm, and then there he goes for the Japanese Cobra. He has him in the Japanese Cobra, and that means that that arm is coming down across the carotid artery and cutting off that circulation, and Starbuck going to Knoxville right now. And so the Superstar has very soundly and very roundly defeated another opponent.